Hey guys, it's Robbie here, and this is FrekiFitWolf. So, today's video is a workout video. Alright, so this is me post-workout, in case you can't tell by the yummy sweatiness of myself. So, you guys know I've been struggling. You know that I have been falling off plan. I hadn't been getting exercise like I was supposed to. The only goal I was meeting was a water goal. And a lot of that has to do with mentality and stress and all that type of stuff. Depression is a bitch. And so, I've wallowed enough. I've done enough Debbie Downers. I've been in that pit long enough. And while I'm not feeling fantastic all of a sudden, the stress isn't gone. The situations in my life have not changed, but I'm done wallowing in it. I'm done just accepting that I have to be this way. So I am doing one of my favorite quotes. I say it jokingly a lot, but one of my favorite quotes is to fake it until you make it. So while I'd rather be sitting in my chair, playing a video game, watching TV, not Corona, that is because I just worked out. I would rather be doing all of that stuff. I am going to fake it until I make it. So I am going to do the things that I have to do, whether I want to or not. I don't want to exercise. I don't want to stay on plan. I want to eat a pizza. But ultimately, as we all know, as we all have faced this dilemma in our lives, that is not going to make us better in the long run. That's not gonna help me achieve my goals, my whys, the things that are holding me grounded on this journey. I'm refocusing on those. And these immediate gains, this immediate satisfaction of getting to be lazy, of getting to eat whatever I want, that's great for short term, but not for the grand scheme of things. Not for my goals, not for where I wanna be. I wanna be this dude eventually. So I got to work for it. Whether I'm in the mood or not, I don't have the motivation for it. But like I've said a long time ago, motivation is a flippant emotion. You can't depend on it. You have to have dedication. And I am readdressing that with myself, and I'm reaching towards the goals that I want. So today's video, long story short, is a workout video. I didn't talk during it because I get out of breath and sweaty and stuff. And there were some struggles on it. There was some stuff that I couldn't do, but you know what? That is okay. I fought through and did what I could do. So this is gonna be a longer video because I just recorded the whole thing. I'm gonna cut out little bits and pieces, but I kind of want you guys to get up off the couch or chair or whatever and do some of this stuff with me. Do what you can. Feel free to. All right, let's get into that. All right, guys, so if you feel like it, get up and do some of this with me. I am doing a warm-up, a lower body, upper body, and then a cool down. I'm walking for 20 seconds in between each step, and then I'm going into the move that will be for 30 seconds. So, first one is jumping jacks. I'm actually really proud of myself for doing the full jumping jacks, and the second round at the very end, you'll see the modification for it that I end up having to switch to for the last few seconds. But this is 30 seconds of jumping jacks, and I can tell you my body was not ready, but I am uber proud of myself for being able to do it. If you can't do it, do the modification where you just step from side to side. Feel free to get a few of those actual jumps in there. It feels amazing when you can do something that you did not think you could. All right, so back to 20 seconds of walking. I do this so that I can calm down my breathing a little bit, but still keep moving. I mean, after this video, I'm at 4,000 steps, and it's only 10:22 in the morning, so that's saying something. But also it helps recenter myself. You see me looking over a lot, that's me looking at my piece of paper to remember what's next. The next one, especially because I knew jumping jacks would really get my heart rate up and get my breathing heavy, the next one is arm circles. So going in one direction, starting off small. It's going to be 30 seconds total. I think I actually counted for 20 seconds. But going one direction and working your way bigger. And then
in a moment, I will be switching directions and starting small and getting bigger. There I start. This way, it loosens up your shoulders a little bit and gets some blood flowing to your arms. Honestly, I just see a lot of warm-ups include this when they are doing exercises, especially ones that involve upper body. So I include it. This is just me cherry picking different things from different workouts that I have done online. And here I have switched to high knees. I talked right through the other one. But yeah, so high knees, I do it with my arms, keeping them at a 90-degree angle and going up because it encourages me to lift my knee higher. Sometimes I have put my hands flat out in front of me at hip waist, trying to hit my hands with my knees, whichever way and however high you can go. There's not, a perfect way to do it. I mean, there is, but don't feel bad if you can't do it. Just get as high as you can. That's all that matters. Your body is moving. You're stretching your muscles. You're stretching out your hips so that it will be easier to do other things throughout the workout. And keep in mind with this, I'm doing 20 seconds walking, 30 seconds exercise. I didn't have a timer. Normally I use my phone for a timer. I was counting in my head. You can probably see my lips move every once in a while, trying to count the seconds. I do lose track every once in a while, but that's okay. You're still moving almost the whole time. All right, so start to do it. That's 20 seconds. And then I want to start the next section, the lower body, with 20 seconds. So this is actually 40 seconds total back to back, or 20 seconds back to back equal to 40 seconds, which really helps me kind of cool down, recenter, because coming up in just a second are going to be some squats. And 30 seconds of squats. I am not counting how many of each thing I am doing. I am doing it for... I totally lied. I am repeating the warm-up. Each section I am doing twice. So, back into the jumping jacks. Here at the very end of it, you will see the modification because I start getting out of breath. And it's coming up. I remember it. My heart rate's going up. My face isn't looking too cute. And I'm like, all right, let's just step into it. Though that little bit is what you can do the whole time. That's typically what I have been doing. Honestly, if I'm being real, this was the first time that I did full-on jumping jacks for most of it. Kind of impressed with myself. So, ignoring what I had said before, I forgot that we were doing the two sets of the warm-up. We're doing the 20 seconds walking, and then we were going back into the arm circles. You can see I am out of breath. I'm like trying to do some calm my chi down situation because I am not used to doing jumping jacks, but I'm still proud of myself for being able to do them as long as I did. That, for somebody that is 300 something pounds, that's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. All right, so back into the arm circles. I am still walking during the arm circles. You do not have to. I like to just keep the blood flowing and keep my body moving. A lot of times when I do watch other workouts, I do see that they're standing in place doing them. I don't know why I started walking during it. I just did. So feel free to do it either way. I am not an instructor. I am not an expert. I'm just following what I see and what I research. All right, so going into those arm circles, and then in a moment, we're switching back to walking. Well, I just skipped the walking, and I just started doing the knee raise. All right, cool. Good job, Robert. Way to show people what to do. But yeah, again, I am just raising my knees as high as I can and just marching. I'm hoping when my belly isn't blocking my legs, I can get my knees a little bit higher, but it is what it is. But yeah, so not much more else to say for this part. So just watch me walk. And if you are doing this, again, comment down below. Let me know if you do this with me. This isn't a hardcore one. This isn't a high impact. It's very medium low level exercising. All right, so this is where I was talking about where as I was going to be switching to lower body, I'm walking for 20 seconds first, and then 20 seconds again for a total of 40 seconds before I get into those squats. Starting to question if I should have just recorded everything like this because I am running out of things to say. All right, and there's the second set of 20 seconds. I looked like I was going to do something, didn't I? I was like, ooh, watch this. Nope, still walking. Trying to read my lips to see what second I'm on. I think I'm almost there. Okay, squats. Here we go. All right, so you do not have to put your arms... Whoa, I almost fell. I forgot about that. You don't have to put your arms forward. It does help keep me my balance. And I find if I do put my arms forward, it helps keep me pushing my butt back so that my knees do not go in front of your toes. You can't see my feet, but you do not want your knees going in front of your toes. That can end up damaging your knees. So you are literally just like you're trying to sit back in a chair and go down like that. I'm pretty good at these. Honestly, the leg ones in general, I'm kind of pretty good at just because my legs are used to carrying so much weight. So they're pretty darn strong. I really do want to, and I've been doing a lot of squats just in general because I want those thighs to shrink and I want my backside to stay, stay where it is. So, excuse me. So I think that's why those are a little bit easier for me. So we're going back into walking, and then we are going to be doing a shoulder raise lunge. So with this lunge, I will not be going down as far as some lunges, as far as the leg that's going back, because it is also a reverse lunge. But I'm more kind of straightening it up and kind of squatting with the leg that's staying forward and raising my arms. So basically the one leg that goes back and my arms, I'm trying to get them as straight as I can. You can lunge deeper and bend the second leg even more, but you don't have to. I really should have worked on this camera angle because you can't really see what I'm doing, but you can kind of tell. I'm bending the leg that's staying forward and straightening the leg that's going back without locking your knees. Never lock your joints when you're working out. Your knees, your elbows, any of that stuff. See, I'm starting to get a little tired here. It's like, okay, slow down. I can't keep up with myself. I had high hopes. Ooh, if you could see that facial expression, I am not a happy camper, but I am still going. Oh, my arms aren't going as high as they were either. But I'm doing it. Okay, back into 20 seconds of walking. And next is going to be the side lunges. That is pretty self-explanatory. It's doing a lunge. It's, again, almost like doing a squat with one leg, but you step to the side first. You'll be able to see in a second what I am talking about. And again, I am not an expert. Feel free to look up proper ways to do everything. I did kind of refresh my memory on all of that. And I forgot to put my phone in silent, so you just heard it go off. Oh yeah, I'm scheduled to start door dashing in 30 minutes. Okay, so has it been 20 seconds yet? I look like I'm trying to psych myself up. There we go. Okay, so you're stepping sideways, and the leg that you're landing on, you're squatting with it. So you want to push your butt back and squat down. I found putting my hands like that really helps keep my center balance and encourages me to push my butt back to do the lunge rather than tilting sideways or forward. Because again, your knee does not want to go in front of your foot. I lost track of time there. My facial expressions. I'm really expressive, aren't I? But yeah, so doing that for about 20 seconds. Again, I should have set a timer, especially since I knew I was going to be putting this up on a video. But it's about right. Yeah, see, there's me. Like, I don't know what time it was. I lost total track of time. So walking for 20 seconds. And then we will be repeating. So we're going to be going back into the squats. I'm looking around because I'm thinking of the lower body, some of the stuff that I'm going to need to do, how I can do it on camera. So back into squats. Again, same thing. I'm actually trying to watch my form to see how well I do. I'm leaning forward a little more than I prefer to, but my knees are staying. Okay. Knees are staying behind the feet, butt's going back, and I'm trying to go lower than I was before. So, yeah, I don't like how I need to watch somebody again from the side. Does your back go that far forward? Huh. Either way, I'm doing it. I can feel it in my thighs, and that is the important part. And I know, even if that's not the proper way, I am not putting any stress on my back, which is typically my biggest concern. And there are a lot of exercises that, if done wrong, you can injure yourself. So, especially my back. So, at least I know the form I'm doing won't hurt my back, even if it's not 100% perfect. So, we're walking again, and I'm trying to loosen myself up. My shoulders, especially just by raising your arms while you do the squats and the shoulder raise lunges, that you can really feel it in your shoulders, which is great because my arms and legs, I do not, or my arms and shoulders, I do not. Oh, almost fell. No, I didn't almost fall. That's what I was talking about when I was saying about proper leg placement, knee not going forward. My knee went too far forward, and I felt it pull in my thigh. That's what happened there. Luckily, I caught myself, and I didn't keep doing it. And also, enjoy the random doll in the background. My roommate is creepy as all get out, and he is wanting to remake dolls. So, our living room right now is currently filled with a bunch of Bratz dolls or Monster High dolls. I don't know dolls. But yeah, I have them all over the place. And at least the one you're seeing is a full body one versus random heads laying around because he is redoing their hair and restructuring their faces and stuff. Getting kind of creepy. Ready for Halloween, I guess. All right, so I talked straight through those side lunges, which is great because I don't love them. Back to the walking. And what is next? Was that the side lunge? That was a side lunge, wasn't it? I got distracted by those dolls. So that is the end of this. So we're walking for 20 seconds and then 20 more if I have not lost track of time. And we should be going into upper body in just a moment. If I start walking towards the camera because I need to change the camera angle, then I'm right. If not, I am wrong. Okay, here we go. Changing the camera angle. All right, so I lowered the camera. I had to cut out a bit where I was fighting with the camera. And here we are doing push-ups. This is the first time, I believe I said it already, or I'm saying it after this. I recorded stuff way out of order. But this is the first time that I am doing push-ups on the floor. I am typically doing them on the table that's right there behind me, or just really slanted on my steps or on my wall. And the steps is where I can get the steepest angle, and I really was proud of myself, thinking I was badass. And then I get to the floor, and I'm like, oh, okay, not so much. So that's why I'm doing them on my knees, and I'm slowing down because it's really, really starting to get hard to do. Not even painful, just like my muscles were feeling like, no, we can't do it anymore. So I'm doing it slow, and yeah, that was that. So now I don't know how that sound quality is going to be because my computer froze in the middle of talking. But yeah, so 20 seconds of walking, and then we are going to be going into the kettlebell shoulder press. Or maybe I switched to the bicep dip so I didn't have to keep changing the camera. I'm not exactly sure how I did it. I think I slowed down walking there because I'm trying to think about it. You can't see what I'm doing, so... And this was literally a half hour ago. Why do I not remember what I did? Okay, yep, I went into the tricep dip instead. Now this got hard. I'm using the table and just resting the hands on the edge, and you're just using your triceps to dip down. Little tip: the farther your feet are out, the harder it is. The closer they are to you, the easier it is. So if you are going to try this and you haven't done it, feel free to have your feet close to you and just dip a little bit. And then as your triceps get stronger, you can go farther. You can see I overestimated myself and had to scoot my feet a little bit and actually wore myself out. So, oh, and I also had to tell Goldie to go away because she was trying to say hi. See, there she is. Oh, Goldie, she just wants to help me work out. And I'm like, no. All right, so There, I almost fell again. There's a lot of almost falling in this. So back to 20 seconds of walking. And so next should be the kettlebell shoulder press. I'm going to be using a kettlebell. You do not have to use a kettlebell for it. I just happen to have one, so I figured why not? And I'm going to have to pause my talking because I think this is where I dropped the camera when I tried to change it. After I'm done walking, once I come to the thing. All right. All right, so trying to keep walking in place while changing the camera angle was not easy. There I'm saying that you don't have to use the kettlebell for the kettlebell press. Well, actually, this is a bicep curl and shoulder press. So you're doing the bicep curl and then shoulder press. And I'm spinning it because that's what I've been told you're supposed to do. So doing this again for 30 seconds. And time goes by really quick with this one because almost each little step is a second. So it makes it easy. If you aren't using a kettlebell, you can use hand weights, you can use a water bottle, you can just use your arms. And all of that is totally and completely fine. I really need to take the tag off that kettlebell. I've had it for 6 months? But yeah, so you're just doing that. And then I'm going to be going back into the 20 seconds of walking. And after 20 seconds, I'm going to be back to the floor and doing some more push-ups. Let's see how this goes. Did it go easier this time? Can I just talk right through it without having to edit all this? Look at that cute little unicorn. He is strong and powerful, and that camera's not moving. Okay, there it is. All right, I'm going to leave this in. I don't feel like cutting it out because that was too much work. All right, so walking and back to the floor and try to do some more push-ups. This one, I struggled here. I really, really did. My arms were tired. Not even sore, just tired. But I'm trying to keep my form while I do it, and it's getting harder. So I'm slowing down, which is totally fine. Oh, that one didn't go over so well. So take a break if you have to. Feel free to take a break. I'm trying to pretend that my arms are sore. They weren't. I decided to tell the truth and say that they were just weak. All right, and try again. So even though I had to stop, I'm still doing for 30 seconds and doing what I can. And I can't do it, which is fine. That is totally okay. And I didn't change the camera angle here, but I decided to start walking, and I'm stretching out my arms. I am crossing them over my body. You can see my hands there, trying to get some more blood flowing to those muscles. Because next is tricep dip, which, yowza. Okay, let's try it. And Goldie's trying to say hi again. Go on, Goldie. I didn't yell. Despite her face, I didn't yell. I literally just waved. Do not let her fool you. All right, so just doing the tricep dips, and I'm struggling here, guys. I really, really am. But I am trying my darndest, and I'm doing what I can, which is important. I'm taking a break if I have to, but I am also stretching. Am I going to try it again? Try it again? Yep, there we go. Maybe. There we go. Oh, I could barely do it. I could barely do it. But I'm trying. I'm pushing myself. I'm working towards what I want to do. And that's all you can do. Not going to be perfect, but nobody's perfect at anything when they first start it. And that's totally fine. All right, walking back. That was an awkward walk. And camera angle. There we go. Okay, so that one was much easier. Back to over here to walking because we've got one more round of doing the kettlebell shoulder press. Or really, oh yeah, the camera was all wobbly. Technically, it's a bicep curl shoulder press. If you are Googling it. Here we go. Doing the other arm now. Obviously, it is important to even out your body and not just do one arm. All right, so centered and up and up. So back down and down. So it's bicep curl, shoulder press. And slow and steady is important. Even if you have no weight in your hand, you want to have slow control of your muscles and go at that pace, because then you're actually using and contracting your muscles the entire time rather than just using one powerful push to get through it. That's one issue that I have with kettlebells, is you are tempted to just kind of fling them a little bit and get it up there. But that's not how you want to do it. That's not beneficial in the long run. And again, focus is long-run goals, long-term goals, not in the short term. All right, I'm happy because I'm done with the hard stuff. I almost said the other S word. And so doing some walking, and you can tell I got some pep in my step because I'm happy that I am done. I am happy that I was able to do most of it. Despite not everything being perfect, I did it. I didn't stop. I didn't change my mind to do a different video. I kept going. So now we are going. Why am I changing the camera? Nothing else? Oh, I'm just raising it a little bit because the next thing might be a little bit harder to see. So just some stretching to cool down. So raising your arms up over your head and kind of act like you're hugging somebody in the sky. And then you're going to just lean forward and dangle, like stretch out. You can feel it in your thighs and calves and back when you're hanging down, and you're not pushing, you're just dangling. And if you can stretch a little bit towards your toes, that's fine. I can't touch my toes, but that's not the goal. The goal is to stretch. So doing that just for a few more seconds. And I'm trying to see how far I can go. And I was almost, but not even close to touching my toes there. And then this, and you want to make sure that your head is turned the opposite direction that your hand is being stretched. That really gives a stretch a next level. I always see people doing it that way. I never heard them explain why, but I can feel a difference if I have my head facing the same way as my arm. So turn it the other way. And so doing that, and that is really helping with the shoulders and those triceps and all of that. So I did a lot of work on them today, and if you did it with me, you did too. So you really want to stretch that out to help it heal properly. This next part, I lose my balance. Wait for it. Okay. Oh, wait. Yep, there we go. Okay. So let's try that again. Can't do it. Can't do it. All right, there we go. So I shouldn't grab my ankle. On my next foot, I'll show a different way that made it much easier. But that really helps. You can feel it stretching the front of your thigh. I don't know the knee muscle, and right where I just rubbed. But holding onto my shoe, there we go. That I could hold it a lot better, a lot easier. Yeah, so yeah, I just told you, the shoe. And that helped a ton. And done. That was fantastic.
All right, so did it. That was fantastic. Again, not able to do everything for as long as I wanted to, but I was able to do some stuff. I'm recording this before I edit, so I don't know if I said it yet, but the push-ups, that was the first time I was trying to do them on the floor. I've been doing the wall push-ups, or this table that I'm currently sitting on, been doing them on there on an incline. So getting down to the floor, even though it's on my knees, that was the next big step. I wasn't able to do 30 seconds of it, but I was able to do some, which is awesome. And also, side note, I can now do a sit-up. I should have put it in the video. I can't do much of them, and they're not pretty. So not that any of what I'm working out is pretty, but I can do a version of a sit-up. I can do several of them. So I'm working on that, which is amazing. I have not been able to do a sit-up, since I don't even know when. I have vivid memories of gym class in 8th grade. The teacher being, a little mean because I couldn't do sit-ups. And so here I am, 35 years old, able to do them again. Kind of. Not perfect, not great, but it is something. So fantastic. All right, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you like this type of thing, if you want me to do a more formal one of a workout, I would like to, because it motivates me to actually do it if I'm sharing it with you guys. So if you would like that, let me know. And if you got up off the couch or off your chair or off your bed and did something, even if it was walking the entire time, let me know. I would love to hear that. And so until probably whenever Tag Tuesday comes out from Tracy, if I get tagged, hopefully I get tagged, I'll talk to you guys later.